Okay, so we'll do this one. I am on Top Step. It is a trading combine, seen on the top left, and I'm going to be looking at my footprint chart on my screen, and I'll be taking my trades over here. And then afterwards, I will probably explain the trades that I took. So, yeah, we'll do it like that. As of right now, the market is just plummeting right now for Dow Jones. I'm going to wait for a reversal, see if that occurs. If it doesn't, it doesn't. What I'm going to more than likely look for is a reversal into these imbalances, a reversal into these imbalances, and then I'm going to look for an entry off of a reaction from those rebalances, or those imbalances, sorry. And basically, once I get that reaction, then I will have my entry, and we will hopefully go to take profit. This will more than likely be a short trade. It just all depends on what I see. But as of right now, market is going down. And we're down a couple, down like 100 points, it looks like, for Dow Jones. On ES, I'm just exploring my options here. So we are just exploring our options. Yeah, what's it look like on the 1 minute? I never even looked at footprint charts on the 1 minute, believe it or not. Okay. Excuse me. Yeah, we're just bearish on this one today. Creating more imbalance. We're having decent buy pressure here. Thinking about joining the bid here. Alright, so I just joined in the bid. This looks like a decent reversal to a move up. So going to see if we actually get that reversal upwards. Should be able to. If we continue the buying pressure. So hopefully we can actually get through these imbalances here. If there's enough buying pressure, we should be able to. My goal is for us to make it after this candle right here. So right here, that's my goal, is for us to make it through this candle. So I'm validating all these imbalances. Considering how much buying pressure there was, that's the reason why I have that goal of it hitting this take profit up here for the end of this candle. If anything, we can actually, well, yeah, at the end of this candle it makes sense, and also because there is this imbalance here at the towards the top, so overall makes sense. I'm moving my price over to break even, so now the trade is risk free. Actually, you see that on the screen right now, which is kind of funny. While holding her down. And we should be able to see take profit in a second here. And perfect. Let's take profit and we're done for the day. So I'm gonna go ahead and explain the trade that I took. Let me head over to my thing here. And hi, how are you? And let me just go and move this over to my other monitor. There we go. And okay, so trade that I took. I'm gonna explain it right now. So upon entry point, which entry was, I believe entry was on this candle here. I was looking at the 1 minute today, which actually worked very well in my favor. Price action was very clean today. So I noticed here we had some buy volume, but a lot of selling pressure. So I was still kind of like uneasy on the trade that I was going to take. With that being said, even though this had negative delta, even though there was more selling pressure than there was buying pressure, the buying pressure was much more intense, much more aggressive, right? So because of that aggressive buying pressure, we resulted to being above the previous candle, which neglects bearish sentiment. Next candle was bearish, but it did not invalidate the previous candle. Next candle was bullish again, and there were more buyers than there were sellers. So this is where I decided to take my entry, was off of this candle, considering we were invalidating the previous candle, along with having another candle here, having this candle that my cursor is over, having this candle invalidate the essential rejection of the delta 73 candle. If we see there's a delta 73, this one's a delta 12, that's gonna be an easier way to show you kind of why I took the, or it's just an easier way of me picking it out rather than saying, hey, look where my cursor is. Anyways, once that trade was done, we went, or not once that trade was done, once we entered into the trade, during this time there was imbalances, and every time we entered into an imbalance, there was an imbalance here and there was an imbalance here because of this large move up. So there was more buy orders set. So once those buy orders got filled, we saw even more of a move up, which resulted to my entry. And notice how we go ahead and we enter and we start having our move up. We invalidate these imbalances like I wanted it to, right? And then we invalidated these imbalances like I wanted it to. And then price went to the first imbalance, which I mentioned while I was in the trade, is price entered into this imbalance. And once price entered into this imbalance, I decided to take my exit. And as soon as I took my exit, we started having selling pressure. And yeah, we did have buying pressure here, but essentially we started going back down. So the entire trade was off of a pinpoint reversal, and accuracy was amazing, psychology was amazing, everything on my part made sense, right? I didn't rush myself, I focused on the trade, and yeah, the whole reason I'm on a trading combine now is because I overtraded. I mean, it happens to the best of us, right? These past couple days haven't been my best couple days, and that's the reason why I haven't been uploading. So, happens to the best of us. That's what makes this business, that's what makes this industry so hard. It's extremely hard. But I enjoy it. This is the hardest thing I've ever done. This is literally the hardest thing I've ever done. I picked probably the most difficult way to earn a living, to say the least. I definitely picked the most difficult way to earn a living, or at least, you know, focus on earning a living on. Obviously the goal is to make this a full-time thing. So, yeah, it's difficult, but you know, it is what it is. You just have to keep your psychology in check. That's the one thing that I've been slipping up on. I am my own worst enemy in this. And at the end of the day, I mean, the recording myself and trading actually helps, because I have a camera watching me and I have to explain what I'm doing. If I don't, then I'm practically just silent, and like I said, cameras watching me. So excuse me. But yeah, with that said, I mean, that was pretty much the day. That's pretty much what we did here, or what I did here. But yeah, trading is the hardest way to make easy money. We'll just put it that way. It's the hardest way to make easy money. But yeah, that's pretty much the trade that I took, and everything I did in regards to trading. Um, with that said, I'll go ahead and see what tomorrow brings, huh?